Can you tell me about the first time that you met my mom?
Yes. I was 16. I was over at my friend's house. We were swimming. A swim party after school. It was in the spring. And your dad had brought your mom to meet us for the first time. They pulled up in his green Volkswagen. And that's the first time I met her. And she was kind of surprised because she was expecting his baby brother. I was 6 foot tall, about 200 pounds. So I wasn't quite the baby. Quite the baby.
No.
And when was the first time you met her?
Both my parents.
Yeah, both the parents. I met down the shore. I went out to the surf club, apparently. Back in 73.
73, summer 73. August of 73. They were down there on vacation.
They had a really good time with her.
Yep.
A lot of fun. But the time that stands out is the first time I went to Nana's house for dinner.
Oh, yes.
Yes. It was probably in September. Your mom and dad were at Grandma's. And they came in and they met us at the door. And they said, she got 3 plants today. Just be prepared. And I walked in and Uncle Rudy growled at me and I growled back at him. And that was
Uncle
the
Rudy
end
would
of
send
that.
plants when he wasn't being a good boy to appease Grandma. So she got 3 plants that day.
Never got another one
And after that, she told him that was it, no more. He never got another plant after that because she said that's enough of that. Didn't work anymore. I remember your mom and dad telling us, oh, but he was fine. I mean, he was just himself. You know, he just disappeared then. But yeah, so.
Okay. Do you remember what my dad first told you, I guess, about my mom?
Yes, that they met in the library. Quite romantic. And that she was Miss Lake Mohawk or Miss Sussex County or something. And she was a beauty pageant winner. And that she had blonde hair. And that she was from North Jersey. Yes, I do remember that. Yes, they met at the library. That was what I remember the most.
What do you remember about my parents' wedding?
The cocktail hour for just the wedding party. It was great. The food was great. I just remember laughing the whole time. And of course, I was 17, so having a glass or two of champagne was really exciting. And to the point where your grandfather, Walker, had to come in to tell us we had to leave the room because it's time for us to be announced for the reception. Yes. And it was I would just be a really nice reception. Of course, it was probably the second wedding I was ever at, so that kind of helps. Yeah.
And what happened at the end of the night?
At the end of the night, Pop, who does not drink, or did not drink, the way I have no interest in it, Uncle Rudy had a Coupe de Ville, 66 Coupe de Ville, and Grandma got in first into the back seat. Pop got in next to her, told her to move over, which she did. Told her again, Ann, move over. She said, why am I moving over? Bobby has to get in. Uncle Rudy, driving the car, turns around and goes, where were we just? Who just got married? Well, Bobby did. He said, well, I don't think he's coming home with us tonight. And then Papa went to sleep for the rest of the ride home. And it was a really good laugh for the whole ride for the rest of us.
Great. Is there anything about my parents' relationship that reminds you of your parents' relationship?
Yes, because it sounds corny, but I'm going to say it because I feel it's true. When God created each of them, He made them for each other. Because they just go along. Pop would say something, Hetty would just say, yeah, okay, and just do what you wanted. And your mom's kind of the same way. Julie, do this. Okay, Bob. And neither woman was a doormat, believe me. The husband's kind of like, I'm going to tell you what to do. Yeah. 5 minutes later, do exactly what they want to do. But yeah, they're definitely, when God created one, He created the other one for them. Definitely.
Great. What can you tell me about my parents' first home together?
The first apartment in Parkwood. As I said before, Papa was very worried because it had a hallway. And Papa didn't want your mom coming home alone in case somebody's in the hallway, because your dad was always at school and working late and everything. And them getting the piano from your grandparents' Walker. And even though it was a second floor apartment, they got the piano brought in. Even though they were looking for a house and everything, but they had the piano brought in there. And I just remember thinking the apartment was great. And I think your mom enjoyed it. I think Dad enjoyed it that much because he was really a lot between school and work and commuting and everything. So your mom, I think she enjoyed it.
And what about their first house in Middletown?
Nice house. your mom and I painted that red and blue in the living room, and your father cut grass for hours every weekend. The lawn was perfect. It was trimmed. It was cut. It was the gravel driveway was raked, and he did a good job. That was a really nice house. Very nice house.
Can you tell me about when my parents told you that they were pregnant?
Okay. Your dad came to the Dairy Maid, to the ice cream store. It was Columbus Day, to let me know that he has something to tell us, and that your mom was pregnant with Karen. And with you, I don't remember him telling me that Julie was pregnant with you. But I remember Julie being so pregnant that Christmas, just where she was just gigantic, and she ate probably as much as me and Uncle Rudy together.
So much, ever.
It was, she packed it away to the point where even Grandma said, like, Julie, you're eating an awful lot. Then she had another piece of pie after that, so. But then, of course, a couple days later. And then little Bobby was the surprise. He was the Uncle Mark of the next generation. You were a surprise. So, but yes, I do remember.
But he was the boy.
Yeah, he was the
only
boy.
The only boy.
Yes.
The boy.
Can you tell me about some evenings out with my parents?
Yes. The weekend, little Bobby went away to college. It was Labor Day. Bobby and Julie came to the Poconos. We went to Nick's Lake House on Lake Harmony. Your father enjoyed the one-man band so much, he offered to pay the guy another hour to stay on. There was a group of Israeli exchange students at the table next to us drinking Goldschlager. And Uncle Mark did a shot of Goldschlager. That was very good. That was a very good evening.
We had a great time.
That was a lot of fun. That was good. Yeah.
So my parents have been married now 40 years. Are there any other thoughts you want to share about what you've seen in my parents' relationship over 4 decades?
A lot of love and nurturing. Your parents really care for each other. They've always been there for each other and taken care and nurtured each other.
Yeah. And the kids.
And the kids.
The kids. I mean, your dad, I always say, he is, like, as far as a father and a husband, I mean, that's his job. He takes it very seriously. And also your mother's 60th birthday party, when my son-in-law now, but Jason at the time was dating Eileen, and he's like, how old is she? And Eileen's like, yeah, actually 60. So that's a big comment. I remember that's something that sticks in your head too.
Yeah.
So, but no, he's good, very good.
Great. And are there any other memories that I haven't asked about that you want to share?
Well, I have a cute one, and it's just silly, but when you guys were when Karen and Eileen were babies, your mom and I would crochet, and your mom made dresses for the girls and ponchos, and she sent me a poncho pattern that she made for Karen on olive green stationery. When I started crocheting a few years ago, what did I find? Your mom's pattern for the ponchos, and I make them like crazy.
Yeah.
Still on the olive green stationery,
Yeah.
so it's cute. Yo, the baby, the little
Babies,
ones. That's the
okay,
baby's
okay.
one. Yeah. My friends have different ones. Different pattern. But it's so funny, like, it's 2010 now, and they were from 1970 something, the pattern. I still have it. It's just like really cool, the things that you keep.